Hi guys, and welcome back to another building Big Ben video. Is that what these videos are called? I think they might be. It's hard to, I don't know. I haven't filmed in a while, so I don't know. I don't remember these things. But yeah, thanks for watching this video. I don't get a lot of views, so it's always nice to see at least a few people watching, even if you watch for 10 seconds and leave again. That's fine. So yeah, in this video I am building the other two clock faces of the other three sides. I don't know why I said 2, 3. Obviously I've got the original front side, and now I need to do both edges and the back. This only took about 40 minutes to do, which is a bit odd because I feel like the original side in the last video took a lot more time, possibly. I don't know, because these videos are so speeded up in editing that it's hard to remember, but I mean they're mostly about 40 plus minutes, I feel like. So yeah, I guess you can get a lot done in 40 minutes. So yeah, most of this is just copying the front, although there's a bit of it, or a large chunk of it where it doesn't fully, I do it wrong, so then I have to get rid of a bit of it. But yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to do for the rest of Big Ben, in the sense of the bottom bit, the Elizabeth Tower part of it, because Big Ben's just the bell in the clock, not the actual building itself. So I don't know what I'm going to do with the rest of the building, what I'm going to build it out of, but it'll be fine. So this part is correct that I'm building here. I'm pretty sure it's just the bottom bit that's incorrect, I think. Possibly. I don't know, half of it was right, half of it was wrong. But I didn't realise until after I built it, and I actually looked at it and I was like, that's not right. But yeah, it's better to get it wrong early on than build it all and then realise it's all wrong. Yeah. I actually did this yesterday, this video, so I'm still trying to remember fully what I did in the video. But yeah, I just basically did this in each corner. I just copied the front. So if you saw the last video, you probably don't really need to keep watching this video because it's just the same video. But obviously because the sides are a different width and length compared to the front and the back, I've had to slightly change the clock, outline, the black outline, ever so slightly, because it doesn't exactly match. It's not an equal square. Because the original dimensions I thought were way too small, so I doubled the dimensions. I think from 12 to 24, and then yeah, but then the 12 to 24 on the front and the back, but on the sides I just did whatever until it sort of looked like a decent size. So that's why the left side and the right side are not equal to the front and the back. But as I say, only slightly. It's not super noticeable by the end. It's just, it's ever because the bottom bit of it's hard to explain now because it's not happened yet. But when I start building the black outline of the clock, you'll see that on the sides it's 5 across the bottom and 5 across the top instead of 4 across the bottom and 4 across the top, because it's slightly bigger. But yeah, so this is me just fixing the ones that I did wrong, and then I start filling it in with gold, and I think after a little while I just end up just going straight to the clock outline, which is when you'll notice it looking slightly different, because it's 8. I tried to make it 8 gold blocks to the middle, if that makes sense. You'll see me counting 8 from the edge. And then I used the coal block to actually do the outline. So this is me like checking, but obviously this was the side one, so it wasn't fully accurate. So in the end I just did the back, because I was like, well, at least that will be symmetrical 100%. Now I can focus on the sides afterwards. So yeah, I did 8 and then block, and then 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 4 blocks, and then I just copied the outline. So it's 4 blocks and then 2 up, and then 3 diagonal. It's quite an easy pattern to follow, really. And then 3 diagonal on each side. And then 2 up, like straight up. And then 3 out. And then like the same, going inwards, 3 inwards, 2 across, 4 at the top. So yeah, pretty simple, like compared to how like sometimes I'll watch videos of people building stuff and it's like no chance. Like that is so confusing, but I feel like I accidentally made it kind of simple. And then at that point it like goes backwards, so 2 inwards, and then 3 diagonal. 1, 2, 3. There you go. So yeah, quite simple. Again, if you watched the last video, you'd see it all actually built as well. So yeah, it's pretty simple. Like that's probably, I imagine, going to be the hardest bit, and then 4 at the top. And then I just filled in the remaining gold bits, and then I moved straight onto the sides, which took a bit of time, but it was fine. It was just the confusion of it being a slightly different size, but most of it was actually alright. So yeah, because of stuff like this, it kind of needs to be symmetrical all the way around. But I don't think it's that noticeable that it's slightly a block higher. And then for some reason I did this weird thing to work out the measurements, just so I could be exact. So as I say, you know, got to be exact. So I believe that one is 5 across rather than 4 across. And then once it's like fresh in my mind, I was able to like more quickly fill stuff in. It was just confusing going between the coal and the gold, because it just was, I should have moved them closer to each other in my inventory. I think that would have helped. But yeah, I've always liked doing this sort of stuff in Minecraft, because I feel like that's what like Minecraft is. You just build stuff in the way you want to build it, and it don't matter if it don't look 100% good, because it's fine, because you just want to build it. But it is like kind of confusing to like sort of build something that you're kind of like making up, but also not making up. Because, you know, it does need to look a certain way, even if it's not 100% this is how you build it. I did that bit slightly wrong. I think this was the most confusing bit, sort of working out what went where, because the measurements were slightly different. But then once I had done the top bit, the bottom bit was easier, and it was easier to sort of compare it to the thing beside me on the front. And yeah, also half this video at some point goes mega fast. I'm not quite sure how I did that, which, you know, is one of those things that editing sometimes goes weird. Yeah, I feel like I really should say some very impactful stuff, but there's not much to say. I mean, you can see what I'm doing, you know. In the end, I go back and add the little dots in the gold with the concrete. I don't know what it was. Also, there's some weird locks that are missing, I've noticed as well, so I'll have to go back and do that. Because in the wood, there's the odd block that isn't there. And yeah, I need to sort that out. And then I do the final side, because, you know, that's just how it is. But yeah, after building it 3 times in a row, I was alright with building it this time, I think. Everything that could have gone wrong has already gone wrong, so it's fine, you know, just quickly build it, record speed. Just double checking as I went. And yeah. It sort of reminds me of when Stampy, years ago, when I used to watch him week daily, he built the clock tower in his lovely world, and I remember being like, oh my god, that's so amazing. And now I'm having nostalgia sort of when I build this. I remember when he even built that. He must have built that years ago. I'll have to have a look. He did that 7 years ago. 7 years ago. So I was 13. Whoa. Was I 13 7 years ago? I guess I was. That's kind of crazy. When was it actually? Wait, what was the date? Let me have a look what the date was for that. The 22nd of July. So nearly 8 years ago then. 8 years next month. Wow. So I was, I guess, 11 then. No. What? 7? 8. No, I was 12, I guess. Was I really 12 when that happened? That feels... I mean, maybe I didn't watch it when it first came out, possibly, I don't know, but wow, 12. That was a long time ago. I remember it so clearly. I also remember in his lovely world he used to do, I remember when he built the... What was it? Oh, I can't remember what it was. It was something he built... He built a giant sort of penthouse, hotel thing. I remember that being an episode that I really liked as well. I can't remember what one that was though. Was it a hotel? So much nostalgia. The Hotel of Dreams. That was 8 years ago. Was it actually 8 years ago? 9 years ago in December. Wow. Yeah, I definitely didn't watch that when that came out. Definitely not. I didn't watch Stampy until I was 12, 13, at least. So, yeah, I would not have watched that when that came out. But I remember it so much. I remember the hotel, it was big circular, and it had something coming out the top, a a plant looking thing coming out the top. That was really cool. There's probably other videos that I remember. I remember like when he built the doghouse, but again I think that was like me watching it back years later. But yeah, stuff like that reminds me of, or stuff like this reminds me of those videos, because it's just like interesting. And that's one of the many reasons why I like to like post videos of me building stuff, just because I just think it gives off that vibe, you know, like I'm just a little person building something, why not watch it, you know? Like it's just, I feel like quite a nice thing, sort of, to like share that with other people that might like it, like he did. He was just building, decided to film it, and now he's like a famous YouTuber. Not saying I'm a famous YouTuber, but like it's just sort of interesting to just share stuff like that, even if it's not very good. It's just nice to share it. And yeah, so I think this part of the video is when it goes really, really fast, possibly, I don't know. But there is a bit, I don't know if it's already happened when I was talking, but there's a bit of the video where it's just like really, really fast, like 4 times speed, and I don't know why, because on my computer it's like regular 2 times speed, maybe 2.5 times speed, but it very suddenly at one point goes really fast. You'll notice it if it happens. And yeah, this is me trying to work out the middle, which I might change because I feel like that isn't the middle, and I just said it was the middle and it wasn't. Oh my god, the video's reverted back. What? So the video's redone itself. That's what the issue was, is that I've somehow copy and pasted the same video multiple times. Well, that's awkward. So, what's happened? The video, okay, so the video has just copied itself. Okay, that's fine. So I'll cut that out. I'll edit this video now. Thanks for watching. Sorry about this weird thing that's happened. Bye.